Hey everybody, this is your second video for the Scratch project. Today we're just going to go over how other objects can actually determine your main object's movement. So yesterday we did user controls, and now we're going to add to our user controls some interaction with other objects. So let me show you. So this is what we have. We have our four movements, our up, down, left, right, our positive and negative X and Y coordinates. But I also have something else on the screen. I have this red line, all right? So what I want to do with this red line is if the object interacts with this red line, I want it to go back, kind of like if you ever played, I think it was surgery, something, and you put your clipper claws, and if it hit it, it buzzed. But instead of buzzing, I want the guy to go back. So the main thing is the color, all right? So if this runs into anything that's this color, it'll get pushed back. So first of all, how do we add this? I'll get rid of it now, trash. And it was very simple. I just go on here, let's choose sprite. And I just looked through and I was like, blah, 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 blah. Where could anything be? You can just go through. You could do an arrow, a line. You could just type in what you're looking for by just typing in, oh, I'm looking for a line. And there it is. And there's my line. Now my line is huge, all right? So two things I'm gonna do to it. I'm going to make it smaller and I'm gonna rotate it. All of your controls for your characters are right here. So I'm gonna rotate it to 0 degrees. And I'm gonna make it a lot smaller. The size of it is going to be 30%. There we go. And then you can always grab it and move it to where you want it to go. All right, as you can see, there's no properties here now for that line, and that's fine because I'm selecting a line. I still want to go to my sprite. So at the moment, my sprite moves up, down, left, and right. But when he interacts with this line, nothing happens. Well, I wanted that when he interacts with that line, that he actually falls back or he goes back. So this is simple. I already made a little pre-thing of code right here. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. This is an if statement, basically saying, if this happens, then do this. All right. I'm going to show you how it works, and then I'm going to show you how we did it. So I'm going to put this if statement. If it's touching the color red, then I'm going to glide back to this point, -100. All right. And how do I know it's -100? Because when I put my mouse right about there, it said around -100. So I'm going to do -100 and 0. So, and if you ever want to know your coordinates, it tells you right here where objects are. So I'm going to connect this to my right arrow. So here's my right arrow movement. So now when my character moves and it's about to hit it, right? It's about to hit it. It goes all the way back. It goes back to the thing. It's kind of like losing in that game. It was operation, not surgery. An operation goes back. So again, if I move, it goes back. All right, pretty simple. So how did I do this? Well, let's get rid of it now. The first thing is I need an if statement. So right here, if something happens, then this will happen. And you're gonna notice inside the if statement, there's this weird shape, all right? Looks like a little pentagon, 6 sides, I believe. So hexagon. And I'm going to put something in there. Now, I'm going to put a sensing thing in, something that when it senses a color, loudness, a click. So it's right in here in sensing. So when the object touches a color, an action is going to happen. So I'm going to take this color right there. So if it touches green, then something will happen. Well, obviously I don't want it to be green. So I click here and I don't know the exact color of this red. So that's why there's this little eyedropper right there. So I'm going to click on that eyedropper. I'm going to click on that red and there you go. Now I got that perfect red. But now I need the action. So if it touches the red, what's going to be the action? So I got to get that action in. I want it to glide back. So again, that was in movement. So I'm going to have it glide back to a particular position. There it goes. I made it glide back for 1 second. It's going to go back to -100 and add 0. So it's just sliding back. And now, whenever I move, it bounces back. But at the moment, if I got to this character and I did it from above, nothing happening. Or if I did it like this, nothing happens. Or I did it this way, nothing happens. And that's why it only will happen if I'm moving forward, if I'm moving in a right key. So if I want this to be for all of them, I need to do it for all of the keys, for the left key, right key, up key, down key. And you don't have to redo it. It's not tough. All I do is I take the code that I want, this little thing, I click on it, I hit Command C, Command V, copy, paste, and then I put it on there. I'll put it on there. I hit Command, there you go, and I have it on this one. I hit Command, copy and paste again, right there. It's the same copy and paste that you would use for your Google Docs or for any other thing. It's the C for copy, V for paste. And now when I come to it from any directions, always will bounce back. So if I come from, always coming back. All right. All right. Now remember, take your URL up here. First you got to share it. Then you copy the URL, and that's what you're going to give me so I can review your work. All right. Hopefully everybody has a good day. Take care.